welcome back to another Gate Ruler video. Today I'm going to be talking about the decks that won the mini GPs over the weekend, but before we get started I just want to remind you, if you want to pick up Gate Ruler, the English release is coming soon. Please use my affiliate link in the description, helps support the channel and it would be much appreciated. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started, no wasting time. Here's the first one. So, this is an Apprentice deck, and it's red-pink, and we are going to continue to see red-pink, I think, for a little while in these tops, because I think the energy decks are really, really strong this set, but red-pink is obviously strong, and people are comfortable playing it. It's very easy to pilot, so, you know, it's pretty straightforward. And of course, on top of that, we cannot forget that there is Backpacker, which means, bearing in mind that these events are prior to the Backpacker errata, which I believe happened this morning, or like last night or something, so all the events had happened. So the Backpacker errata basically means you can no longer Backpacker out your card from damage, choose a card, then activate that card in response to and then activate that card after choosing it to be removed, and still resolve it. So yeah, it's a big old nerf to these kind of decks. You're probably going to see Backpacker fall off big time, which is good. I think it was a little bit too good. Pretty much the only design mistake, like a big old design mistake, I think. I was like, this is kind of sus. It wasn't that oppressive, but it was really good for like no reason. So this is also affecting Kamigakari, and I think that's the big one. But yeah, like basically just being able to use the card and then pay the cost was kind of too good. Because on the other cards it's kind of fine, like Aramisaki, like Lamau. Anyway, let's look through this list. Notice the two legends, Kinamiya Koga, Flying Spaghetti Monster, broken combo. If you see either of those, you're laughing, because seeing one guarantees, as long as you see either of those, you're Flying Spaghetti Monstering, because Koga, you always search for FSM, like always. It's silly, you just get a big beefy body for no reason. It's strong for no reason. 4 zaps, again, this is like, you got to factor in these kind of Backpacker synergies here. You target the zap, flip it, use it. Also counter-checking it's really good. You've got 4 copies of your counter recycler. Well, we flick through and see the other counters. This makes a lot of sense, because we've got 3 copies of a rest your opponent's ruler, 4 copies of blaster cannon, one of the most prevalent pieces of removal in the game. Even during set 2, I expect to see it still being very commonly played. 4 copies of the new starter deck card, which with the counter to rest an enemy unit or opponent's ruler, and its flying shield, which is a very powerful card. So, you know, putting any of these counters back is really good, so it makes sense to playing 4 of that. And of course we've got our Backpacker, we've got a bunch of vanillas, we've got some crystals to top check and try and hit some of those sets. We've got Miss Oiwa, which is an amazing card when your counter lineup is this stacked, because you can, like, anything, you hit basically anything and you're like kind of laughing. Like, certainly half of them, and it's healing. The only thing I would say here is I'm surprised it's not playing the Capture Beam to resummon Miss Oiwa. I think it wouldn't surprise me to see that make its way into future lists, because I think that's a very powerful combo. But besides that, you know, 4 copies of our 050, so we got 8 5 HP level 0s just sit there and tank, very powerful. We got a little bit of stuff to make them 7 HP. It's the bottom right there, you can see the combat technique card there. So yeah, overall very solid list. Not at all surprised it won. This will have been very tough to beat. Definitely a lot worse now because it's losing the Backpacker's energy, but still really strong. I wouldn't sleep on this. I think this has really good potential to just keep on winning. On to our next list here, and it's pink blue. Interestingly, it's unfortunately another Backpacker deck. So, you know, this one, you're abusing the Apocalypse synergy, which doubles all damage to enemy units. So, you know, basically everything you do just pops off and does a silly amount. You can see it's also it's owl based, interestingly, but lots of really good counters to recycle here. Schrodinger's cat, Gweeble of Wales, the same rester there. Of course, Apocalypse, blaster cannon. Really standard. Not 100% sure on the Jack the Rippers there. That's kind of sus. Really don't know why. The owls that they've chosen to play are very suspect, and I'm reasonably sure that the only reason they're here is because this dude just was playing mostly set 1 things with a few commons he managed to grab. because I think there's like you can really upgrade this lineup by playing just other level zeros. Like for example, like the new 11 or the 1/5 owl, like a fairy. So like yeah, I think this is to an extent I'm kind of confused how this managed to win, but I guess you know, Apocalypse Go Burr and Backpacker is that powerful. So I would expect to see Apprentice pink blue hanging around though, because there's still a tremendous amount of potential there. And of course you see the legends FSM and Captain Liberty. We're going to see FSM everywhere, like literally everywhere. The final deck, the top of this weekend, was another red pink Apprentice. So yep, we can go through. We see a lot of the same thing. We got 4 copies of our heal one there, a heal counter. We got FSM. We got Captain Omega. Personally, I would have gone for Koga over Omega. We got our crystals to set. We got 2 copies of our the Red Alice. We got our reach to zeros. We got our 050 top checker. We got a bunch of robo stuff. We got Cimmerian there, just for some raw stats. We got the good counters. So many of them. We got the pop set or burn 1 as well. And we've got the generic reduce to 0. So just, you know, just generically, a very powerful deck. You can see there's just a tremendous amount of versatility in how you can build these and still see success, because the card quality is very high, and they are, as I said, very, very easy to pilot. You do not need to be particularly good to just sort of go burr. Now, of course, the downside of that is it's kind of luck-based if you end up in a mirror or something, so you are sacrificing agency there. It is what it is. But yeah, very solid lists. Like, I would, unless we get the Backpacker errata immediately in English, I would expect to see something very similar. Though it wouldn't surprise me to see the Backpacker errata immediately in English, which would, I think, mean a very interesting set 1 format for us, because we wouldn't because Backpacker was discovered near the end. Of course, we know about it now, but Backpacker was really prevalent through the latter half of the format. But we know about it, so it would be prevalent for us from the start. But now, if they errata it immediately, we're not going to see it at all. Which means we're going to get a lot more of the early set 1 format, which was very, very cool and exciting. Before Backpacker took over, and was like 30% of the topping list or 40% of the topping list, something. Not that it's necessarily so much stronger, but it's just very easy. It's like obvious, and it's just versatile. But yeah, there we go. That's it for this video. Talking about the topping lists. Lots of just pink go burr as a Wonderverse main myself. I'm rather excited about that. But I hope you guys found this video useful today. If you did like the video, subscribe to the channel for more Gate Ruler content. I make videos pretty much every day, so hit the bell so you get notified when I do. And follow me on socials for random shit posts, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Cheers.